Now to our exclusive interview with Brittany Watts. She's the Ohio woman who was charged with a felony crime after she suffered a miscarriage. Last fall, Watts was 21 weeks pregnant when her doctor told her that her pregnancy was not viable. After experiencing frustrating delays at a hospital, Watts eventually had a miscarriage at home. In her first TV interview, Watts and her attorney sat down with national correspondent Jericka Duncan. And of course, we do have a warning. Some of the viewers may find the contents of this report disturbing for many reasons. Jericka.
Yeah, as you know, miscarriages happen every day in this country. In fact, in the United States, miscarriages impact as many as 1 in 4 women who know they're pregnant. Now, women over 30 are more likely to have miscarriages. And if you're a Black woman, the rates are even higher. Well, Brittany Watts fell into both categories, but those factors did not matter when police arrested her following a miscarriage that not only changed her life, it motivated her, she says, to help others.
Warren, Ohio. I was born here. I was raised here.
Outside of a courthouse in Warren, Ohio, a rally planned in support of Brittany Watts turned into a celebration after a grand jury announced Watts would not be charged with a felony.
I'm truly honored and grateful that you all have come to support me, and we are not done fighting. Thank you so much.
How would you describe Brittany Watts before all of this happened?
No one knew my name. I was quiet most of the time, just minding my own business.
The 34-year-old medical receptionist was in her second trimester of what she thought was a healthy pregnancy. But on September 19th,
I noticed that I was leaking the fluid, and it was uncomfortable. I didn't know if I had used the bathroom on myself or what was going on.
And this is when your water broke, but you didn't know that?
Correct. I went to my OBGYN once I started bleeding, and so I'm thinking something's not right.
And what ultimately did the doctor tell you that meant about the health of your baby?
That there was still a faint heartbeat, but the pregnancy was going to be non-viable.
Medical records show Watts was taken by ambulance to Mercy Health St. Joseph Warren Hospital, where doctors confirmed the fetus would not survive.
I waited in the hospital, waiting for the doctor to come in or call, and I kept asking whoever would come in and check my vitals. I said, have you heard anything? Mm-hmm. And they were like, oh, well, we're still waiting, we're still waiting. I'm like, okay.
After being monitored for 8 hours in the hospital, she decided to leave against medical advice, despite warnings of potentially fatal complications.
I was frustrated. I felt ignored. Then I returned the next day, thinking that there was going to be an induction or something.
On the second day, Watts stayed for nearly 11 hours, waiting to be induced, but that never happened.
So they put an IV in you, but that was the extent of any process to induce the pregnancy?
Correct.
Okay.
Watts's case had been referred to the hospital's ethics committee, in part because medical staff reported concerns that Watts was using the phrase abortion when discussing the next steps of her care. Ohio law bans abortions after 22 weeks, with exceptions for life-saving care. At the time, Watts was 21 weeks and 6 days pregnant. In a statement, Mercy Health told CBS News, quote, while the legislative environment has placed an increased focus on the necessity and importance of ethical reviews, our mission compels us to provide compassionate care to all. But Watts and her attorneys say no one told her the ethics committee was even involved.
And I'm like, okay, nobody knows I'm here. I need to know something. And I was getting frustrated again.
Records show it took more than 6 hours for the committee to decide she could be induced, despite doctors' warning that they needed to act before Watts was, quote, on death's door.
I'm scared. I'm like, there's a non-viable pregnancy in me.
Right.
Am I going to die? Is there something that you're not telling me that I really, really need to know?
So you're worried about your health, too, at this point?
Exactly. So I left again without being treated.
2 days later, she miscarried.
I go to the bathroom. I sit down on the toilet, and I'm doubled over. And then that's when I hear splash. And then I look down, there's blood. And I'm like, okay, well, I have to get cleaned up. All while thinking, wow, did that really just happen? But it really just happened. I'm really awake right now. This is really what life is now.
For the third time, Watts returned to the hospital.
The nurse comes in and she's rubbing my back and talking to me and saying everything's gonna be okay. Little do I know, the nurse that was comforting me and saying that everything was gonna be okay was the one who called the police.
I had a mother who had a delivery at home and came in without the baby, and I need to have someone go find this baby or direct me on what I need to do.
Did she say if the baby was alive or not?
She said she didn't want to look, she didn't want the baby, and she didn't look.
The nurse said that you said you didn't want to look and that you did not want the baby. Do you remember saying that?
I said I did not want to look. I had never said I didn't want my baby. I would have never said something like that. It just makes me angry that somebody would put those type of words in my mouth to make me seem so callous and so hateful.
A nurse called police at the direction of the hospital's risk management team. Watts was later arrested by the Warren Police Department and charged with abuse of a corpse, a felony carrying up to a $2,500 fine and up to 1 year in prison.
I want to thank my community.
2 weeks ago, an Ohio grand jury declined to indict Watts.
So why do you think they were quick to charge you?
Because of my skin color, honestly. And because there are no laws behind what you are to do in this situation.
She was painted in this picture of a young, unmarried black woman that did not comply with their orders to keep waiting. And they weaponized the police.
Why talk about this now publicly?
Because I don't want any other woman to go through what I had to go through.
How would you describe the Britney Watts today?
Motivated, because now that the charges have been dropped, I'm ready to get to work, making sure that the laws are changed and people are educated on what to do for something that happens all the time. And, you know, as the old saying goes, history repeats itself. I don't want it to happen in this case.
Well, in a statement after the grand jury's decision, the Trumbull County prosecutor said, after a careful evaluation of both sides' positions, interviewing witnesses and researching and applying the law, the office believes Britney Watts did not violate the Ohio criminal statute of abuse of a corpse. CBS News has reached out to the Warren Police Department, but we have not heard back yet.
I tell you, my heart just breaks for her and the composure to talk about it, because this is traumatic, you know, and now she has to talk about not only losing a child, but almost losing her freedom over this. They actually came into her house and removed the toilet looking for evidence,
Correct.
I guess.
Correct.
Are they taking legal action?
And that's a question that we asked her during the interview. I think she's still processing everything because she said not right now, but it's definitely under consideration. But it's clear, you know, we haven't heard the last of her. I wouldn't be surprised if she teams up with a lawmaker to try and define abuse of a corpse, because I know even in the break we were talking about that definition, and it's the treatment of a human corpse in a way the person knows would outrage reasonable sensibilities. Well, it wasn't clearly defined in court. It's not clearly defined now, so there need to be some changes.
This is such an important piece in that it also draws attention to the plight that black women face in this country when it comes to medical care, not just for maternal care, but in general.
Reproductive
care,
all the way around.
All the way around. Jericka, incredibly important journalism as always. Thank you very much.
Thank you.